Hello, Coach Gordon and Jordan. How are you?
What's up,
Hey, Keisha,
Mrs.
how you
Gibson
doing?
Carter? How you doing?
All is well. All is well. It is so good to be here with you all tonight. I am so excited. I am so excited to make it here on Kandily Kesha and make an appeal to all of Savannahans to come out and support our first annual Savannah Hoops Classic. So, listen, I want you all to tell us about it. Tell us how it came about, what your involvement is, what people can expect by way of dates, time, and ticket sales. But before that, I just want to say to you what I said behind stage, and that is thank you both for stepping up to the plate in your latter years and being a part of what we want to see in our community. It did my heart good to know that the single largest construction investment in the history of the city of Savannah in the form of the arena is actually being utilized by students whose parents and some students even have paid into this tax base, and they now get to enjoy this arena and play on the big stage from their hometown.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna let Coach Gordon and myself because he kind of took something I was dreaming and it just came to fruition last year during graduation. I'd always said they had these tournaments there, and the college teams from out of town was nobody really knew a lot of them. If you go in the arena, it's been empty for the last 2 or 3 years since it's been built during the Thanksgiving. I was saying we need to get some high school in there. And that graduation last year, Coach Gordon approached me that he'd been approached about it. So he can tell you more about the story and how it got started. But he's put me to put in a lot of work, so I'll come back later. I'll
Yes,
let Coach
he has.
Gordon.
Yes, he has. Coach Gordon.
Oh yes. Well, the Savannah Hoops Shootout actually is the Savannah Hoops Shootout as opposed to the Savannah Hoops Classic. That came about as a result of a tap on the shoulder from the general manager, Mr. Monty Jones at End Market Arena. And when he initially approached me, specific to incorporating the high school into the hospital sponsored event, uh, you know, both Tim can vouch for this. We're often approached with pitches about varying either products or uh, some programs that are to be bannered about, and so you have to sift through them and see which are viable. So that's why I tell people about the initial skepticism. But then once I started to approach my fellow coaches that's in the brotherhood here, and I told them about what was going on, everybody was so positively engaged that I couldn't help but take up the mantle and start to move forward with it.
And so tell us, Coach, who are some of the teams involved?
Well, initially there were four teams: Savannah High, Johnson, Calvary, and BC. But because Calvary and BC have such quality football programs and are anticipated to be playing in the state playoffs during those times, we had to add two more teams. So we ended up adding one more private and one more public. That one public school is the pride of the West Side, Groves High School. And the private school is St. Andrew's Lions, the two-time and defending state champ. So I thought that we had a very good draw for this inaugural Savannah Hoops Shootout 2023.
I love it. I love it. And so you said that the manager of the arena approached you
Yes.
primarily to engage the community or to open the doors and expand the offerings of the arena to our broader community.
Well, I don't think that Monty actually knew how expansive this could possibly be, but what he wanted to do was incorporate the high school component with what he already had in place collegiately. And so what happened was it ended up taking on a life of its own, and it's subsequently grown to the point where I know for me, too big to fail. And so we're looking forward to putting this first one on and making it even bigger going forward in the future.
And I've attended some of the planning meetings that you all had at the arena, and it's pretty involved. I mean, you all are doing it big. You have audio visual involved from the arena. You have their full staff support there. In addition, you have sponsors. Tell us, who are some of the corporate sponsors of the event?
Well, some of the corporate sponsors, BWC Chemicals. We have Adidas. We have Amerigroup. We have, as a matter of fact, we have Gulfstream Aerospace Aeronautics. We have a number of sponsors, inclusive of, but not limited to, the City of Savannah and Savannah Chatham County Public School System. So we have a very nice group of sponsors that are able to support and sustain this endeavor.
And I think the Mike Hostelo group is a title sponsor. Am I correct?
Absolutely. And
And
Mike and his group have been so cooperative in supporting us going forward with our high school component.
And so tell me, where can people get tickets? What are the dates and times? And how can people prepare to attend?
Well, people can easily get tickets online via Ticketmaster, or in my opinion, it would be best to go to the Market Arena box office and
$2.
purchase tickets. Right,
Yeah.
for $15, because with Ticketmaster sometimes there are fees involved with the purchase of tickets. But $15 for your tickets, that's a deal for what the fans should be prepared to experience, because it's a basketball experience, not a basketball game.
Okay, so to that point, a basketball experience and not a basketball game, that's a lot
Right.
to wrap my head around, because it's called the Savannah Hoops Shootout. And I'm very sensitive to shootouts, right? So
I got you.
I
Right.
Because of the crime element, yes.
grapple
I
with
got you.
it's all in how we frame our language is a part of how successful we are. But this is important, because when you say it's not a basketball game, it's an experience. Tell us a little bit more about and I'm embarrassed to say, Coach, my husband will not be proud of me. I should know this, but school me a little bit on this. School me some.
Well, the basketball experience is it's more like the fans are going to be considerably more involved. We're going to have a pass the rock, where we can pass the game ball all the way around the arena until, of course, it reaches the main court. We're going to have various cams going on during the timeouts, whether it's a flex cam, a dance cam, a fly drip cam, whatever cam that comes to our imagination, we're going to shine the spotlight on our fans and
So,
let
hey,
our
Coach,
fans be a
Coach,
part of the game. Yes,
Coach,
sir.
me and Coach was already talking about one for you and Sam. With that, we might do the kiss cam. We already, man, we already talked about it.
We can do that, Coach. You are part of this 33-year partnership that we have here. So we can.
Exactly right. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
we are going to do it all for a fan experience. We want folks to come out and take advantage of something that Savannah has to offer and not take it for granted. That Market Arena, like I said, is the number one venue in the Southeast, number two in the U.S., and number four globally for venues that seat under 10,000 people. This is the best venue to play high school basketball, and it's an aspirational thing for young kids to be able to look forward to doing later on in their years, especially if they like basketball.
Well, it certainly is an impressive, and um, we've had our share of concerns, but what it means to these athletes, I fully embrace it. I fully embrace it, and I trust that this will simply be one example or one opportunity to demonstrate how we can create these opportunities where it becomes win-win both for business and community in Savannah. So I really appreciate that. Coach Jordan, you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
uh, coaches who have been at the table and have facilitated and supported Coach Gordon in his efforts in seeing this through. But tell us about some of the other coaches at the table and how you all have built upon the friendships and the camaraderie that you already had before this. But how has this event strengthened that?
And it's ironic, Keisha, like Gordon and I said, we both go way back. We were JV coaches, when we first came in back in the early '90s, and when you guys were in school. And so we were JV coaches. We just kind of kept getting playing against each other. But it's always been a friendly competition. Then Coach Gordon left for a while. And he actually came back to work with me at Savannah High.
Right, I remember.
And it's sad, and the funny thing about it, Keisha, show his appreciation to me. He coached me.
Don't you say it.
That's how much he appreciated me.
He did. What?
Don't you say it.
The last time we were both in the state championship was in 2013. He beat me in the championship.
Plan for you. That's the plan for you. That's
all love. But Coach Gordon could be a very demanding guy. Now he talked about some of the things that are going to be interactive. He didn't tell you about. He told me I had to do contests. He didn't ask me.
So man.
See,
you're going to have people thinking I'm some type of Grinch because it's so close to Christmas.
But the more things are going to be kind of interactive with the fans. We may have them shoot some 3-pointers. We may have them do some knockout. We have them do some 2-ball. We don't think we got any that can dunk, but we're going to have some of the kids. So those are going to be some of the things we'll be doing like between games and on both nights to get the crowd involved. Just sitting there. That's part of going to make the experience. But the real thing, Coach Gordon and I decided, he retired a few years ago, and I, just officially retired, is that we feel like we can keep because we got some good young men. We feel like basketball is in good hands here in Savannah.
It's in good hands.
Great young coaches.
Great hands.
Over at Johnson, he got Coach Chuck. At my place, I got George, Kevin Evans over at Groves. And even Coach Mel Evans, he may say he's a little older, but he's not older than Coach Gordon myself. He's out of St. Andrews. So we got some good young coaches in town. So
Coach Williams out of New Hampstead.
Yeah,
we got great young coaches.
Yeah, Coach Simon at Beach, got a bunch of good.
Yeah, man.
So we just feel like
Coach Clark. Yeah, everybody.
Everybody, we got good coaches in Savannah. Plus, now I know I might catch a little flack for this, Keisha, but Savannah is a basketball town.
Savannah basketball town.
You're going to always have somebody deep in the playoffs in Savannah in basketball. So we feel really good about it. So we feel like we can go home and sit in the rocking chair a little bit. But when we get a chance to nature, we're going to always have our hands. If they call, we're going to answer.
Well, it's interesting you say that that Savannah is a basketball town, and I guess I'm kind of going to show my age on this one. But it just feels different, Coach. It doesn't feel like it felt back in the heyday.
We got to get, I'll be honest, we do have to get more involved. Keisha, we didn't have all this social media stuff. Kids spent their time at games and really cheer. Because Coach Gordon, you can tell you, it was normal for us to play games in the Civic Center. That was nothing unusual. We played games in the Civic Center all the time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now a little more, the social media age, so they can see stuff online rather than actually being at the game, jumping up and down, going crazy. So we got to kind of get kids back a little more involved. So it is a little different, but I think Savannah still likes basketball. I think it's still their number one sport.
We do, and I trust that we will continue to create these opportunities where we build anew, because our community has become so vast. Our high school arena is sprawled out. We have maybe twice as many high schools today as we had 10 years ago, and it's divided our community a great deal. And so with the population growth, we see the demand for more brick and mortar, but I think this is the type of event that could help us foster that cohesiveness and make it feel like one community, and give the kids something to do, give them something to look forward to. So often our young people say there's nothing to do here in Savannah. We don't have anything to do. And that dynamic is certainly demonstrative of the fact that kids, there's an old saying that goes, idle hands is a devil's workshop. And I think a little bit about why our kids fall into the wrong areas sometimes. Mm-hmm. So we're great for this opportunity.
Got to keep young folks busy now. I tell you, got to keep them active doing something constructive, because if you don't, they do something unconstructive.
Right. And I'm sure you both have been in education in excess of 25 and 30 years. I think, Coach, you're about 40. Coach Jordan, you were a teacher in high school.
Coach Gordon older than me. I call him Mr. Gordon, yes.
You're wrong for that.
Well, you guys have such a good friendship and partnership. Coach Jordan, I remember you told a story during one of the meetings about how you both made it to the state final. And Coach Gordon bus broke down. Tell us that story.
That's true. That's true. I mean, before we go back, how close we are. He was on my staff. We went to Johnson. We were playing in Macon. And we got to the arena first, and we was kind of looking around to see what Johnson was saying. He called me, hey, man, my bus broke down. I need to be able to get to the arena for the game. So I told him, so I knew he was going to beat my behind. I might not have went back and picked him up.
Oh, Lord.
But he knew what no doubt. But he knew what no doubt called me. I was coming.
But, hey, look, we would have sent the buses for one another. Why? Because it was more important for us to play the game rather than to win the championship. We want to play that game.
Right.
So,
and we pulled out the Coliseum. Sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days, and I remember in 1998, Coach Jordan, when you made it to the state playoffs, and my husband, I think you went through. You had to go to Albany, you had to go to Statesboro. There were a couple of cities you play through, and he would come home and say, "We won, we got to go here." And then he'd come home and not the next day and say, "We won, we got to go here." And he said, "Are you coming to the game?" I said, "No, I'm going to come to the last game when you all go to the finals." And he's like, "Kesha, do you realize how difficult it is for us to make it?"
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And for you to be presumptuous that we were going to win. And that was the type of energy and the type of hype that you all inspired in fans. And so even as a postgraduate at that time in 1998, I graduated from Savannah High School in 1991. And so it was the high, and we felt the vibe,
That's right. I remember that team well. A lot of those kids played for me when they were little kids.
Yes.
Oh, inclusive of your husband, Mrs. Gibson Carter.
Back here, I bring him back here. He is a consummate Blue Jacket for sure, and I am so happy for the corridors of 500 Washington Avenue, and for encountering people like the two of you who saw more in us than we saw in ourselves. And
hey, Coach.
Sam, what's up?
What's up?
How's it going, Sam?
What's up, Sam? My man, Southern Sam.
Kesha was out right. You actually looked it up. You remember not, because you told me Sam was in some kind of training or something. When he got out, I saved my job. Sam was one of my best guys I've had ever. Coach Williams. But that's Kesha, and I tell people all the time, I learned too as a coach, you don't do it by yourself. I had some great help.
No.
All these guys were responsible. Some win, all these guys, Coach Gordon, even Sam, all them guys, Coach Williams, these young guys, all of them are part of the reason I won. You can't do it by yourself. So a lot of them guys come. Matter of fact, if we won it, I know Sam told you, I was actually out for about a week or two. And I left him in
early in the season, because you just got diagnosed with the diabetes early that season.
That's right.
Well, Coach,
I remember that.
People so many games. I said, let me hurry up and get well. They may not need me, so that help me get better quick. So.
Sam Duggan and them was rolling, boy.
And Coach Gordon had me when I was in Little League. And then I left there and I started playing for Coach Jordan.
That's right. We get guys like you said, there ain't no problem. Tell them come with you.
And his brother Julius too.
Julius, Juju.
But you two, a part of what we are and what we do today is because of you two in our lives. You know, with so many of us that, you know, we didn't have father figures. And what Coach Gordon, when I was young, I remember me and Timmy and Sean and all the playing for Coach Gordon. And then we go to Savannah, then we play for Coach Jordan. And I always tell people what we try to do today. Coach Jordan, you remember we used to do the cookout, like we used to have the JV cookout. Yeah, and then we were at Coach Gordon. We was on the right. Coach Gordon took us up to Atlanta, and we played basketball tournament. He'd be driving the bus, all us going through the neighborhood and picking up the kids who didn't have a whole bunch and stopping to get them.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you know, that's what we did.
Y'all have blessed my life.
Yes.
For those experiences, you know.
Yep.
So that's why I got so many sons, man. I'm glad I don't have child support for them all, man. Got so many.
Just try to let the young coaches know and pass it on. It's like and then I pass it on to the next group. And what we do, we train kids now, and we pass it on to the next group. You know.
Well, like Tim said earlier, it's in great hands with your generation, Sam.
Yeah.
It's in great hands. I'm proud.
But Coach, let me tell you, one of my things is Coach Jordan. He didn't leave until the last person left the gym. And Coach Jordan, I do that now.
Just coming home.
And just coming home, and I'm like, I'm not leaving. So I'll sit there and do something, walk around like Coach, and last ride.
Kids at the gym, no. That's right.
It's just something, you know, some coaches just standing there outside in the cold. Coach,
we don't do that now. You're right. It's good. Well, see, that's what I told you. Everything's in good hands. These good young guys now, they learn well. So
that's it. That's it. We're gonna keep going. And guess what, Coach? In Coach Gordon grandson coming to me in another year or so.
Okay.
Yeah, dream going to Sam. So that's just how it goes. Hey, look, basketball is a part of our bloodline.
That's right.
And some people just don't understand what a bloodline entails.
Right.
But it's a web.
Right.
And that web is very expansive, especially here in Savannah for Coach Jordan and myself.
That's right.
Hey, well, Keisha, I let Coach Gordon Sam talk, because I can't get in that conversation with them two science teachers there. You know, they get to get in that science teachers. They get scientific on me.
That's awesome.
Well, listen, we're talking about the Savannah Hoops Shootout that taking on this inaugural event this Thanksgiving, the 24th and the 25th. Coach, do I have that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and so we're excited about that, and we were just talking about how this is an example of the kind of events that we need to happen more than just once a year. And so hopefully we can find ways during every single school extended break to do something, utilizing Savannah facilities. Again, our taxpayers invest a whole lot into the tax base here in the city of Savannah. We want those investments to be returned in a way, especially that their children can benefit. So,
right.
Thank you guys for following suit, and I'm grateful to the general manager who had the foresight to do this, and hopefully you will continue in that vein. But is there anything else we left out or that we should share with people? Encourage family, friends.
Yeah, but Sam, we play regularly at the Civic Center earlier. That was just a normal thing, so we want to get back
home.
Yeah, we played there regularly, so you know, it was going. He was at the beach at the time. They could tell you, those that if you didn't get there at 5 o'clock, you didn't get in.
Yeah.
So
you
want to get back.
Okay.
Get the computer. Now, like I said, get through this a bit. There are also other events down the line a few weeks away, but we'll talk about those after this. We'll get through this one on Friday. Friday night, you have Groves playing St. Andrews at 6 p.m. and Johnson and Savannah at 8 p.m. Friday night.
That's
Saturday, Now we're bringing the private schools, and like Coach said, we knew BC and Cavalry would be playing football on this Friday, so we already knew great football program, so we knew they would be playing, but we wanted to get them involved. So on Saturday, Savannah High will play Cavalry at 4, and Johnson will play Bill at 6. So come on out, great time. Like, so we're gonna make it hopefully a basketball experience. Never know, you might come in and see Kesha shoot a 3-pointer.
Okay. Okay.
Let us
I got some hops on me.
That is
awesome.
Did she say she got some hops?
But you know, now, Kesha, now you come on that gym floor, you gotta have tennis shoes. My bad. Go get on that gym floor with them heels on.
Yes, you know Kesha coming them heels.
That's right.
That's you know right. No matter how you go on that gym floor with no heels on, you know better than that.
That's right.
No, that was a no for sure.
Exactly, you're right.
I was trying to paraphrase and tell Coach about how when y'all were winning in 1998, and you would come home every night after you all would advance to the next level. You say, "Are you coming to the game? Are you coming to
Coach,
the game?"
I tell that story to this day. My wife, we'll win a game. I was like, Kesha, you coming to the next round? I'd be like 3rd round, right? You know, she was like, "Oh, I'll wait till the end of the state championship." I'm like, Kesha, you don't know.
Yeah, the knew we were gonna get there.
She told the exact same story. She just said that.
Yeah.
And the fans were ruthless. They were ruthless. You knew you were not to lose.
That's
right now.
That's it.
Well, what folks don't realize is how hard it is to get there.
Oh my gosh! And that even harder because it wasn't 6 or 7 classifications. You know, it was hard.
Well, I remember a time when I was either in the finals or the Final Four. I was there so regularly, I thought that's just what I was supposed to do until I had a long gap before I got to another Final Four.
That's it. Well, we look forward to Friday and Saturday night. You know, I got some of the guys that played on Friday and Saturday night. You know, I'll sit neutral except for when Savannah High play. You know,
all right. I say okay.
Program, I can't hold back. It's the Blue Jackets. I know we got to, but even though I train a little bit of everybody all over, we both. You cut us, we got blue coming out. That's it.
And for Tanya, Howard Hall, and Julius Hall, it's blue and white.
Not white and blue.
It's blue and white. It's blue and white.
That's right.
That's it.
Well, listen, guys, if we don't have anything else, we want to just acknowledge that we appreciate you and we thank you for your investment in community. During a time when you don't have to do this.
That's right.
You can be doing anything else. You both have had successful careers. You're stable, settled men, and I can think of 1,000 places you could be, but you are continuing to invest in Savannah.
Give back.
And I want you to know that this investment is not in vain. And we're grateful to you all. And I just want to say thank you also personally for investing in our lives.
In our lives. Well, thank you. Both of you.
Hey, look, I'm going to say thank you to Savannah for all the love that I've been shown all these years that I've been here. This is my home. And so the best way for me to show it is through this event. I truly love Savannah. And Kesha, I want you to know you and my little sister, Miss Alicia Miller-Blakely, hey, the two of y'all have been integral in the push for this to come to fruition. So I appreciate y'all.
And like Sam said, just so you said, another example of that's what Blue Jackets do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm a coaching vagabond. I claim all the schools. Whoever signing the check, that's who I'm rolling with.
Coach Gordon said too. I really appreciate you guys too, because Coach Gordon and I, neither one of us are originally from Savannah, but Savannah's our home, and we're glad you guys accepted us and took us in. So we feel like this is our second home, and we truly love Savannah and the people of Savannah. And thank Mike Hoslow and Mr. Mudgy for having the vision, and thank Coach Gore for carrying it on, and that just got to be a part of it.
That's it.
Well, thank you so much. And I couldn't tell that you all are not originally from Savannah, because you have invested so in depth in this community that I mean, the lives that you have touched. Jesus.
Hundreds, thousands.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. And you both look like $1 million.
That's it.
You don't look much older than me and Sam.
That's why I always like Keisha. That's exactly how Keisha kept that A in my class. So that's exactly how she kept that. I don't give no 100, but 99 in my class.
You gave her the 99. You didn't give her the 99 treatment, did you?
This was the science guy.
Science. I helped that science.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, that was back in the day. We were in school, Coach, when they didn't separate. It wasn't a such thing as a school within a school.
It was all together.
They had the kids in with the average kids.
Yeah.
That's right. It was heterogeneous. It was heterogeneous grouping.
Exactly.
And so Sam was in one of those classes with me that was blended and was very supportive. But Coach, I must say, I think in my whole high school career, your classes were the only ones I got A's.
I give my
Teacher pet. Hey, you had Keisha as your pet.
Yeah. Because Tommy always tell me, I owe you the easy teacher. I said, go ahead on now. Don't matter. I said, I'm the nice teacher. It's a mutual relationship. They like me and I like them.
You just wanted us to show effort.
That's
you
right.
can't get an A.
That's it. Yeah, that's ma'am. That's right. Sure is.
Dress out.
And listen.
Show effort.
And listen.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for spending this time and stopping in. And we'll do it again as often as we need to. And we want to continue to promote. We will have a lot of family in town for Thanksgiving, and we plan to come out with our family and show them a good time and show them that we actually have something in Savannah to do for Thanksgiving.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, this was just like an old fireside chat with family. So I appreciate doing this with you, Keisha. I'll do this anytime you need me to.
Thank you so much.
You.
Well, listen.
I even do it when you don't need me. All right. Take care, guys. Enjoy. All right. Good night.
All right. Prayers, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Everybody be safe.
All right.
Good night, Savannah. Thank you.
Good night.
I like that.